offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Now a give running left with Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And now out come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
I like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Another pistol look here. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And an acrobatic catch there by Watkins. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ten yards still left on second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Taylor. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. To throw again is Taylor. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Lynch back into his end zone. Screenplay, Anderson. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 97 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side.
Anderson loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They run. Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were...
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Taylor, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In the backfield is Anderson, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. first kick 47. This one looks good as well. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he'll cut it to the left sideline. C.J. Anderson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And he's got it up and through. Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
And I believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team, just a lot of confidence coming away from this one.
Confidence for them. For the other team, though, boy, what a dismal, dismal day.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.